In this video, we are going to be looking at a problem that I have, okay? It's buying fragrances. It really is. I'm sorry. But at either rate, I have got a ton of fragrances that I have gotten either as gifts for the holidays, scents that I have been wanting that I gifted myself, and then also a little something that I do to kind of shower myself for the end of the year without going into a ton of debt. And I'll let you know what that is. And that's what I did to pick up a lot of these fragrances. So if you are interested to see kind of an end of the year haul that I have, or just me picking up some stuff that I got for free, please keep on watching. If you are new here, beautiful, welcome to the channel. I do hope you consider subscribing. We have lots of fun here and we smell good too. Please make sure you are subscribed to the channel because it does help for us to grow. And with that being said, let's get right into the video. Guys, up first is Acro Glow. I know I had bought Bake and I ran through that little bottle, but when I went back to get another one, I just decided on this one. And I also found out that Acro did a price decrease. A lot of these brands are increasing. And Acro said, no, we're going to save the girls a little bit of money. So there was a price decrease on this one. So I was super excited about that. So if you go, wherever you go to buy your fragrances, if they have not dropped the price, they're pocketing those coins, okay? So this fragrance has pink pepper, incense, vanilla, amber in here. And I purchased this from a indie house. Well, it's called Indie House, but it is a fragrance place here in Atlanta that sells basically all, you know, niche type fragrances. And that's where I picked this up at. And when I bought it, I was like, oh, you know, I just got gifted a particular scent. And she was like, girl, this one smells like that one. So go take that other one back because you can save some money. So I'll let you know what that one is in just a second. But I think this is an amazing vanilla, somewhat spicy, incensey scent. And I'm so happy to have this one in my collection. Up next is this gorgeous vanilla fragrance right here. This is Spiritus Doublevene. This beautiful bottle is something that I have wanted for a very long time. This is a sophisticated vanilla. It is unlike any other vanilla that I have in my collection. It's not going to be your, you know, super duper vanilla, gourmandy type of fragrance. This is somewhat spicy and incensey. There's rose, jasmine. So it's definitely elevated, sophisticated, and just gorgeous. It's a work of art. That's why it's a part of the arts and materials collection. I'm making stuff up. But it definitely is like soft. There's almost a creaminess in here. I think that's coming from the ylang ylang in here. There's a little bit of depth from the benzoin, and there's some cedarwood in here. I think this is a masterpiece. It is a stunning scent. And when I told you that there was someone that said that Acro Glow smells like something, this is what she told me it smelled like. She told me it smells like Spiritus Doublevene. So I went to Fragrantica, pulled up Acro Glow, scrolled down to, you know, where they vote what this scent reminds them of. And sure enough, it was this. Now, it wasn't like an overwhelming number, but it was number one on the list of people saying Acro Glow smells like Spiritus Doublevene. I pulled up the notes. Literally no notes are the same, except for like vanilla and something very common you all always smell in fragrances. And so when I went to Spiritus Doublevene and was like, what does this smell like? It did not go to Acro Glow in reverse. And so I sprayed them both side by side, and I could see a little bit of what people are saying as far as, you know, some similarity in like where the fragrance takes you, but they just go into totally different directions. In my opinion, this one is going to be more sweet, more creamy, elevated, sophisticated. Acro Glow kind of has a little bit more spice to it. But both beautiful scents. Happy to have them both in my collection. They will both get worn thoroughly, worn out, all of the things. And Thank you, sweetie, for buying this for me. This was a gift for Christmas. And since we are on Guerlain Art and Material Collection, I just went ahead and picked up Angelique Noir. This is definitely something different to my collection. I've always heard people talk about this green note, this Angelica note, and I'm like, I don't like leaves and trees and grass and all of that in my fragrance. I don't want to smell like outside. But this don't smell like outside. This is a green note that is, for me, palatable. It's sophisticated, it's complex. It smells like nothing, and I mean nothing that I have in my collection whatsoever. This fragrance has Angelica, pear, pink pepper, jasmine, caraway, vanilla, cedar. Like it smells like something green, and I don't want to say outdoorsy and make you think that I'm talking about going camping and, you know, chopping down trees or anything like that, but it's something earthy. It's something earthy, but in the very best of ways. It's sophisticated. It's almost like glamorous, if you will. And if you have never smelled this, please go get your nose on this. I don't have a dupe. I don't have a designer, nothing that smells like this. This is beautiful. And I've already worn her a couple of times, and she be pumping and thumping and projecting and popping off the skin and lasting all day. So Angelique Noir, welcome home, sweetie. Okay, so these next few fragrances, I somewhat lost my mind with this brand, and it's because I've been wanting them, and it was just the right time to purchase. So a lot of these went on sale for like 50% off. And then what I typically do is I'm signed up with a lot of different rewards through Sephora, through Ulta, through, you know, I get my credit card rewards and just different things like that. And I save them all to the end of the year so I can be like Merry Christmas to myself. And then I'll also take advantage of, you know, those Sephora favorite sets, which come with multiple different samples and then a little coupon to redeem for your scent that you want. I will get those if the scent that I want is like $150 or something like that, and the set costs $90. And then, you know, Sephora has their VIB sale, so of course it's taking 20% off of that. And so I just feel like I'm getting like half off the fragrance. And so, you know, I'll do things like that to pick up the fragrances that I want so that I'm not spending full price on all of these bottles. And so with this fragrance, I definitely did that. This is Gucci Flora. It's the 1 ounce bottle, and this is the Gorgeous Magnolia. And this is so cute. It has coconut in it. I absolutely adore this one. I waited a super long time to pick up any of these, and I don't know why I waited. Probably because they're expensive. But at either rate, this one opens with dewberry and coconut. There's magnolia, jasmine, clary, sage, musk, patchouli, and woods in here. And to hear those notes almost sounds a little bit off-putting, but blended together, it's beautiful. And the creaminess of the coconut just blends everything together. It is not like a super tropical type of fragrance. So I don't want you to think, oh, coconut is only for the summer and the beach. No, this is year round. This is, anybody can wear it. It's gorgeous. It's beautiful. Okay. This is Gorgeous Magnolia, and that's a perfect name for it. So I'm super happy to have this in my collection. I have on so much perfume. Yeah, there's a brightness here. And I think it's that it has to be the dewberry. The opening of this is so beautiful. Dewberry and coconut. I've never even heard of a dewberry. I don't even know. It looks like a raspberry. But it's pretty. There's a tart tanginess. Please go smell this if you can. Go smell this. I may, depending on if I run through this one quickly, pick up a larger bottle if I find it on sale somewhere. But I'm very happy to have this one in my collection. Now, this is the one I just jumped off the porch and got the big bottle with, okay? So this is Gucci Gorgeous Orchid. This one is vanilla, vanilla, vanilla. Vanilla in the top, vanilla orchid in the mid. There's ozonic notes in the base. And this is my favorite one. Like the Gorgeous Magnolia, I love the tart and tanginess with the coconut, but the vanilla in here and just the way that it is blended is spectacular. Now this one was on sale at Ulta, and I had Ulta points, and she came home for the free 99. I was like, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Ulta reward points, okay? Now, I have already worn her a few times. Great longevity, great projection. She's sweet. She's amenable to everyone. Everyone loves her. I would, both of these scents, of course, anybody can wear this, but I would definitely say they both lean very, very feminine. The Magnolia one, probably a little more feminine than this. I think a guy could probably layer this with something and pull it off because this has a ton of vanilla in it. And I mean, who doesn't love vanilla? Like, let's be serious. So at either rate, she has already gotten several wears and she's going to continue to get them. So this is Gucci Flora Gorgeous Orchid. Now these other two Gucci scents that I have are not a part of the Flora line. They're a part of the Bloom line. And I've never had these. They were on an amazing sale and I literally just couldn't pass it up. Like, I want to say they ended up being like $50 each. I may take one back because I was feeling myself while I was shopping. You know how you just do too much and you just do too much. And I was just in the moment and picked them both up. And so one, hands down, in love with. And this is a Gucci Bloom Intense. This one is staying home. This one opens up with pear, ginger, mandarin orange. There's tuberose in here. I love tuberose. There's night blooming jasmine, jasmine sandback. And in the base, baby, there's what? Coconut. I feel like anything with coconut, just give it to me. I'll wear it. It doesn't even matter. I love coconut in fragrances. So this one is definitely like a stronger take on Gucci Bloom. I don't own that one. I don't know that Now, I don't own that one, and I don't know that I will buy that one because this does have somewhat of a mature scent to it, but with the way that they have done the Intense, to me, makes it more wearable for me. The Gucci Bloom on its own, I know is rated very well, but for me, it's just a little too mature. It's a little too mature, but the Intense definitely gives me a little bit more of my vibe. It does kind of have somewhat of a soapy quality to it, so you have to be okay with that note in the Intense. But for me, the coconut just makes everything okay. It makes everything okay. This will be staying home with me, and we'll see what I'll do with that other Gucci fragrance. So this is a lighter, fresher take on Gucci Bloom. There's neroli in here. There still is tuberose jasmine, but there's another note of Rangoon Creeper, which looks like some other floral type of fragrance. This is definitely very floral, very bright, very perfume-like. And I sprayed a little bit on my shirt. It's pretty. It's pretty, like, it's pretty indifferent. So, you know how sometimes you just don't want to smell like everybody, kind of like everybody was wearing Baccarat Rouge and all of the things. And for a while, you remember when everyone was wearing Flower Bomb. It's just like you just knew it when you smelt it. This is something that smells fresh, pretty. It almost smells a little bit rich and snooty, but it doesn't smell like when you walk in the room, everyone's gonna wear this. And so I like it for that reason, even though it, for me, is not something that I feel like I would reach for every day. I feel like if I were going somewhere like a conference or a work event and you know, I was just going to be in the room full of folks or just out with even friends, but it would definitely have to be like a larger crowd. Because I would want to smell, you know, different than the rest. I would almost want to smell like someone wants to ask me what I'm wearing because they've never smelled it before, because it's interesting to them, because it's different for them. So that's probably why I will keep her, if I keep her. But she may go back. But at either rate, I think this is pretty. It's different for me. It's different for my fragrance collection. And that's definitely something that I want. I want to grow my collection in ways to where it spans a wide range of fragrances, and I can wear different things for different moods, for different events that I'm going to. If I want to share them with other people, I'll have something, you know, for my sisters to wear when they come, my aunts, or whatever the case is. And so I just love having that wide range. And so I may keep her for that reason. Other than that, she will go back. But I mean, she was just such a great deal. Like, I just, you know how it's like you just can't pass it up. Like, you get $180, $70 fragrance for what ends up being like $50. And it's kind of like, you know, somebody might wear it, or you might enjoy it one day, so go ahead and get it type situation. That's what happened here. But at either rate, this is Gucci Bloom, the EDT version. I'm happy to have her. She may go back. I don't know. We shall see. These next handful of scents that I have are literally just fun type of scents. You spray them on when you don't want to be too serious. You just want to smell good. You are feeling a vibe, and you just are feeling happy, and you want to put on something that matches your energy. Baby, this one was all of the rage last year. Miami Nectar by Ellis Brooklyn. I never picked her up. I smelled her. I would always smell her in the store. But when Sephora was having their sale, I was just like, it's a good time to use this. I had had some Sephora gift cards because my birthday is in October. And I was like, let me gift this to myself. Let me gift this to myself. It's not full price. I've got a gift card, so it ends up being free $99 for me. And it's beautiful. There's coconut in here. It literally smells like a Miami vibe, okay? It's tropical, sweet, fresh. Like, what else can a girl ask for? There's pineapple in here, frangipani. There are some woods in here to give it a little bit of depth. But it is somewhat of a bright, very moderate type of fragrance. But I could certainly see myself in Miami with one of those beautiful flowing dresses, hair in the wind, having a wonderful time, and just laughing, like literally laughing out loud with my friends and family and loved ones. So that's what Miami Nectar gives to me. So happy to have this one. This fragrance, Iris Bloom, was literally flying off the proverbial shelves at Scent Explorer. It was literally on a table though. This is by Habibi, New York. I don't know if this is like a Middle Eastern brand, but it's made here in the US, which is why I did not put it in my Middle Eastern rankings. But this fragrance right here, I am curious to see, for those that pick this up at Scent Explorer, if it's going to be all of the rage, you know, on YouTube, or if the TikTok girlies are talking about it. I don't know, but this one opens up with mandarin, black currant, and oud. There's elemi in here, orange blossom, orris, patchouli, sandalwood, and saffron. And it is airy, it's bright. It has a depth from the oud. This is so good. If I could spray this through my camera to let you smell this, I would. I promise you, this one is good. If you get an opportunity to smell this, buy this, get this. I smelled several fragrances from this entire line. This is the only one I liked. And I mean, it was an immediate like. It was not a let me think about it. Literally, when I sprayed it at their table, she was like, I'll let you spray it. We don't have any more. We're getting some more. It'll be back here tomorrow. When I went back the next day, this was the first table I stopped at. I was like, where's the bottle? Where's the bottle? Give it to me. Wrap it up. Hurry up. This is something I feel like I will always have in my collection. I will always want to have in my collection. It's beautiful. It is absolutely beautiful. Fresh, fruity, a hint of oud for depth, and the patchouli you really cannot smell. She bomb. She is so good. Anyway, I'm done ranting and raving over Iris Bloom. If you get a chance, try her out. Habibi New York is a new brand that I've never heard of. Well, I don't want to say they're a new brand because I don't know if they're new. They're new to me. I've never heard of them, but I'm glad to be exposed to them at Scent Explorer. And this one's a good one, I promise. I'm going to try and not make this video super duper long because when I tell you guys, I have been picking up these fragrances with my reward points and all kind of stuff. I have been out here doing some damage, okay? So I'm going to try not to make this too long, I promise. Up next is Sparkling Sugar by Clean Reserve. This is a bright, somewhat, fruity type of musky scent. There's, of course, a little bit of sugar, there's peach, there's black currant in here, and it's just a very easy reach. This is a good scent for if you are just kind of at home and don't want to do too much. If you want to spray it on to go to bed, or if you're just running out the house, running errands, this is a very, very easy reach, and it's a pretty scent. This is something that it went on like half off sale at Sephora, and then you still got to use your 20% during the fragrance sale because it was a full bottle. So this ended up being like $40. And this is a clean at Sephora brand for those girlies that appreciate something like this. It has since gone back up to full price, so I'm sorry you missed it. But it's peachy, a little bit, tart and tangy from the black currant. Has some vanilla in here, and it's somewhat musky, so it's somewhat of a, I don't want to say a skin scent, but it's it's an intimate wear for sure. But if the wind was blowing, someone can catch your scent because it's not like a super duper, low projecting type of scent to where no one's going to smell it. But it doesn't last forever, so the longevity on it is going to give you about 3 to 4 hours. But, nighttime, running out of the house, running errands, easy reach. Sparkling Sugar got you, okay? So this is by Clean Reserve, Sparkling Sugar, and I am so happy to have this one. I want to say I had something Nectar, and that one, no. Even the Clean Skin, the Cotton, I just can't get with none of those, to be honest. This one has been the first one that I liked. I did smell it in store before I got it, and I love this one. Sparkling Sugar by Clean Reserve. Up next is Roses Greedy. This is not a new scent, but it is new to me, and this is a beautiful floral fruity fragrance with coconut. It like literally has all my favorite notes. There's coconut, there's peach, there's pink pepper, there's black currant, vanilla, amber, benzoin. Like it has all of the vibes, all of my favorite notes. Now it does still have that Menara DNA. I don't know what that is. Maybe it's a particular they all kind of start at the same place as far as the combination. You know how a roux or a gumbo has that trinity in it or whatever. Like there's some sort of trinity that Menara has, and you smell it in all of their fragrances. But it's pretty. When I tell y'all, I have literally sprayed on 150 perfumes today. I'm not kidding. I get the florals, the rose, I get the peachy vibe, and I get the creamy coconut. There's jasmine in here, and I don't even mind it. This is pretty, you guys. Super pretty. I'm happy to have this. And this is going to be great for spring, summer. I'm speechless. Roses Greedy by Menara. Up next is Moon Dance by Love Shack Fancy. This is a part of their first 3 that came out. I love this one at first sniff. This is the fragrance that I feel like my sisters meant to get me for my birthday when they purchased the other one for me. I think it's called like Endless Dream or something like that. It's in a purple bottle, but I actually like that one too. But this is the one that I was in love with. There is rose in here, there's sandalwood in here, and magnolia. Those are the only notes listed on Fragrantica. I don't still have the bottle or not the bottle, but I don't still have the box. I got rid of it. But this is so cute. I love the aesthetic of this. It's very pleasing to me, but functionally, I don't like it. I don't like this because it eventually gets loose from pulling it off and on, because the purple one that I have is already somewhat loose, and you can kind of see that a little bit here. So functionally, I don't like it, but to look at it, it's very pretty. And the juice inside is fun. It's playful. The rose is bright. It's very whimsical. Like when you look at this bottle, it definitely speaks to the juice on the inside. It's flirty, feminine, fun, and she likes to dance under moonlight. I mean, what else can you say? But I love this one. This is by Love Shack Fancy. We are down to the last two fragrances, and this beautiful bottle right here is Amber Vanilla. Amber Vanilla is by the 7 Virtues. All of their scents are supposed to invoke some type of mood, and this one said it's supposed to invoke calming and comfort, and it definitely does that. I got a 10 ml of this inside of like a gift set of the 7 Virtues that I bought. It came with a full size and then 2 10 mls for the price of a full size. And so one of the 10 mls was vanilla or amber vanilla, and I was running through that thing. And when I got down to the bottom, I couldn't believe that I was already at the bottom. And so I seen this one was in one of those Sephora favorite sets. And although this one is priced, I want to say $1 less than the Sephora favorite set, I still bought it during the sale. So I paid 20% off of, I think it was $95. And then I got all of the additional samples of different fragrances, and some of them I've never smelled before. So I felt like it was worth it. Okay. So I paid $1 more than the price of the scent, and I got a ton of fragrance samples. But then, like I said, I got 20% off of that initial cost. At either rate, this is vanilla, amber. It's warm, cozy, woodsy, like it's so good. It opens with pink pepper. There's carnation and lily of the valley in the mid. There's iso e supra, ambroxan, vanilla, and musk in the base. This is very musky. It's very musky, very vanilla, and I love it. The pink pepper at the top is not super spicy, so you do get a little bit of tinge of something tickling your nose a little bit, but it quickly dissipates. And to me, this is very comforting, very warm, very cozy. And I found myself, when I was going through the 10 ml, I found myself wanting to come back to sniff this and wanting to come back and spray it on and just smell it around me. And that's how I know that I really love a scent. So I'm happy to have this one in my collection, Amber Vanilla. And I will be wearing her out probably to bed quite often, because she does bring about a calm in me. All right, so this last fragrance was an influence. I was influenced to buy this fragrance by the rep at Sephora. I don't think she works for Sephora. I just think she's like a brand rep for, I want to say Burberry. But she was offering me all of these different Burberry scents, and I was like, no, girl, I don't like Burberry Her. I don't like the Elixir. I don't like the Burberry Her with the little rose petals in it. Just none of them. Get them away from me. Stop. And so, you know, she was offering other things, and she was like, have you tried Chloe? I was like, I have, and I don't care for it. She smells too mature or something. She was like, no, not the original, but the Luminous. I was like, no, I've not smelled that. When she put that underneath my nose, I said, I'll take one. I will take one, and give me the big one. It was a love at first sniff. And the crazy thing is that I'm not a huge lover of jasmine. And this one is a jasmine scent. Jasmine right at the opening, right when you open her up. There's rose in the mid. There's a balsamic note, vanilla, and amber. That's the only thing listed on Fragrantica. I'm sure there are other things, but this fragrance smells luminous. Like, it smells, oh my gosh, it smells like there's some sort of fruit in here. You get the jasmine, you get the rose, the vanilla for sure. I don't know if it's the balsamic note that's kind of giving it that fruity, tangy type of vibe, but this is gorgeous. This is signature scent worthy. Now, I almost considered taking it back because this cap, I don't know if you can see because of the but it twists, and I don't know, I'm like, is this like a defect? Because I don't want my juice coming out. I didn't pay for her, and I don't want my juice coming out, but I think it's just the top part that's on here, and if that were to come off, this still would stay on. So we're just gonna pray that she stays on. But I was pleasantly surprised by this. This is a fragrance that I would have never gravitated to, just because I didn't like the initial Chloe. I want to say there was like a Chloe Coral or something like that, which was okay to me. But this one, absolutely stunning. I would put this in the class of like a My Way, like a La Vie Belle, like a Mademoiselle, a Chanel Chance, Autant. Like, this is in that class of fragrances. Stunning. I'm mad that I've never smelled this before, or if I did, I'm mad that I just kind of wrote her off, because she will be getting ran through. I promise you. She has already been worn, but definitely is going to be my spring summer scent, or a part of my spring summer rotation, because I got a few in here. This Miami Nectar, this Iris Bloom is gonna get wore out, Rose is Greedy, my Gucci Floras. I'm just super excited about my purchases, if you cannot tell. Whew, you guys, that was a long one, and I sure appreciate y'all for hanging with me. This is like my end of the year wrap up of fragrances that I have purchased, that I have been gifted for the holidays, for me redeeming all of my reward points, credit card points, all of the things to save money on the fragrances that I have been wanting, looking at, and just didn't feel like buying at full price. Okay? I don't like full price. I don't like it. So at either rate, do you have any of these? Are any of these on your wish list? What do you think about these fragrances? Let me know down in the comments. Please make sure that you are subscribed to the channel, as we have lots and lots in store for next year. And with that being said, I want to say that I hope that your 2024 has been absolutely amazing. It has just been beyond your wildest dreams. And if it has not, you know, you have an opportunity to make that change for 2025. I have already set my goals for myself personally and for this channel, and I am looking forward to much more growth, engagement, having fun with you guys. And I've got a lot in store, and I'll probably put that in my first video for 2025. But with that being said, you all, please make sure that you are being kind to yourself. Make sure you are being kind to others. Have a very, very safe and happy new year. I will see you all at the top of the year, and peace and love, y'all. The world needs it. Bye.